Good afternoon, this is Zachary from Zachary Sweeps. As you can see with this one, we've been doing a bird guard here, and basically this is what happens when you put old cheap nasty metal ones on. What we're going to do is we're going to go for a brewer cow, but this is stainless steel, so it lasts forever. So the first thing we want to do is we want to take this off. This is one of these cheap ones from one of the named tool places that I won't mention their names or fixed or anything like that, because obviously you know, like they you get what you pay for, put it that way. So like, with this one, what we're going to do is I'm just going to make sure that's in position, and we can not going in for some reason, doesn't matter. Because what we're going to do is unscrew this like this, take this one off, and then we can put this new one on. Got everything for me, just double checking them. As I said, when you're always doing stuff like this, make sure you're always safe. The cow behind it is an asbestos one, so I'm going to put it on there at the moment, and then I'm just going to leave that there as it is, because to be fair, it's probably going to be alright for another job, so I might keep hold of that. And then what we're going to do, they call these cannon pots, and the reason why they're cannon pots is because it's very self-explanatory, because they look like cannon heads. So like these ones I like pretty, a lot. But basically what I'm going to do now is I'm just opening up the old straps where it's going to go on, like that. So like that. So basically it's like that, and then what I do is I push these down so they're really right down flush inside. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put the screwdriver back in my pocket, and then I'm going to bend them over like that and do the same on that side. So they're bent over like that, as you can see, to all sides. So basically, because there's already a liner in here, you see, it's got a wood burning stove, this one, so literally, so like what we're going to do is I put them like that, and what I do is I'm going to just have a fiddle around with them, get them into the right position that they should go into, push that down like that with my finger, do the same on that side, obviously, make sure it's all, because you can always, what we do with these ones, what I try and do is I like to get them underneath the lip, and the reason being it just gives you a bit more stability with them, like that. So obviously we want to make sure it's nice and straight as well. So this is quite a big cannon pot, it's an old fashioned one, so we're going to try and make sure that we get it, so it's sort of just going around the edge a little bit. On this side it could do coming over a little bit. And the great thing about these little straps is they're very flexible, so what I do is I get the head of the screwdriver and I just give it a tap like that, just to tap it into shape. Do that on the other side as well. Obviously remember, safety is paramount, and we do the same on that side. As you can see, and then you can bend it round. What we've got to try and do is just get the strap on first. Push that down a bit more. See, remember, it's all about professionalism at the end of the day. Look at that, make sure it's all lined up right, which it is, and then we'll get there. See, the great thing is I never use anything else apart from stainless steel ones. They're a waste of time, all the others. Let's drop it like that. Because I could feel it, but I didn't know where it was, but I can feel it now. So obviously keep your hand on it, because you don't want it blowing away. Like the last thing, and then you have to go back down again, which is a bit of pain. You probably end up damaging it as well, because more of a pain. Where is it? First. No idea what it is. I love it. I love this job. There it is. Look, there you go. It's exactly the same strap as the other one that we had before. See that in my pocket. And then what we'll do is we'll get this end. That's why I like these DeWalt tools. These screwdrivers, they're really handy, they are. Because they break apart. You don't really want long strap bits in your pocket, really. And then what we'll do, it doesn't matter if it looks a bit crooked at the moment. What we can do is we can straighten that all up in a minute. So basically what I do is I put the strap on. See these straps, you need to put that screw like so it's facing like that. So it's open, and then there's a little hole at the side there, and then you feed it through like that. And do it as tight as you can. And that's exactly what we're going to do with this one. And the difference with this one, with the other one, is that the reason why I bend them over the way I do is that then they stay tight, because these little, where they screw in, they have been known in the past to come out. So it's always a good idea to just have a secondary fixing. So that's why I do them the way that I do it. The reason being is obviously that, especially with these stainless steel ones, remember I was saying, like, I know you can fiddle about with it, get it into the position that you want it to be into, give it a bit of a tap. Make sure nothing falls down, because we don't want anything falling down on anybody's car or anything like that, because you can guarantee it will do. Just make sure that's all nice and straight. That's looking lovely. So like basically what we're going to do is just give that bit of a tap there, and then on the other side, that's fine on the other side. Just make sure it's in a good position, which it is. The great thing about, as I said, these stainless steel ones are just amazing. They are. They really do the job. Because realistically, you don't want to be messing about. You might as well pay the extra and get, for them cheap ones. I mean, a lot of companies, they could charge like 50, 55 quid. And then you've got to think about the labour fitting and everything. Whereas if you get the decent ones, they can be a little bit, like I charge 75 for these, so it's a lot, like spending an extra 20 quid. The labour's the same. And then what I do is I flatten that bit there, and the reason why I do that, mainly on these, is then I twist that band around like that. It's getting a bit dark now, so, and then what I do is I push that like that, and then that way, if, say for instance, that screw comes loose for any particular reason, hopefully it won't, and then it just make sure that strap's all in place. And that one was fine, wasn't it? Yeah. And then I just bend them over like that. I always do it like that. You'll see a lot of people, they just leave the straps down. I never understand that, because like if the wind loosens this up, it's going to come off. So it's a really bizarre one, that. But what I do is I just make sure that's all fine. That looks all fine. Everything. And the reason why I do it the way I do it is it just gives me an opportunity. If it ever comes loose, if that's where you screw it in, if that comes loose on the strap, then you know that it's not going to move the band. And if the band won't move, then it's not going to go over the top of this lip here. So that's why I do it the way I do. And obviously with these straps, the reason why I strap them over like I do, like that. So a lot of people just have them flush straight down. I think it's really stupid, because if they become loose, then they could just fly straight off. So that's another way of preventing it. So you're looking at a couple of ways. Then obviously you're going to probably have to screw it up a bit more, because yeah, as you can see, it's got loose now. So we've got to just tighten it up. I'll just tighten it up, which is a good sign that it's got loose, because you know that you've got it as tight as you can, the straps and everything. Because obviously I don't want to have to come back and do this again. I've had jobs where I've had to come back, but they've been hanging. So it's really good because, as I said, these are stainless steel. They're not cheap. So I'd sooner have them hanging and then come back and sort them out than be messing about with them. So like that's it. It's done. All sorted. Let's just double check that's all nice and tight. So if that screw comes undone, then you've got this strap which isn't going to move because I've bent that part around so that it won't be able to go over this bit. So the customer can say, oh, the cow's come loose, and then I can come out and I can get it sorted out for them straight away. So it is a good idea. And like with these straps, if you ever have one fitted or you do one yourself, don't leave these flush down, right down so they flush on against the chimney pot, because if they can come loose with the wind, because you know how like we get a lot of cross winds in all countries really. So like it's a good idea to do it this way. And then there you have it. One stainless steel bird guard, all sorted, and that's it. As you can see, so the reason why I bend the straps over like I do here is just in case this ever comes loose, and then I bend them over just in case this bit comes loose. So it's always a good idea. As you can see, it's a cannon pot with the shape of it and everything, so that's what I do. And then I'll just give you a quick view. We're in another part of Sussex now, and there you go, you got the South Downs again, which is really great. Look at that, beautiful. And where I am now, it's so flat round here. You go right the way round. But some of you are interested in this part, but I know a lot of you aren't, so there you go. And then that's it. Job's done.